Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, The Amazing Tea Street. I'm doing this segment today in response to a question that I received from one of my white friends. She asked me when I posted about the conference that I had the opportunity to co-chair. It was a conference for Delta Sigma Theta. It was a youth summit, a youth explosion, and we titled the conference "Fight Like the Ancestors Sent You." And then our shirts were these that said, "Fighting because my ancestors sent me, empowering young champions to win." Her question was, is that a clarion call that's only applicable to Black people? And I asked her the question, do white people not have ancestors? And she said, no, I do. I have ancestors. Good morning, Stephanie. And I said, well, why would that not then also be applicable to you if indeed you have ancestors? And I explained to her that the title of the conference, Fight Like the Ancestors Sent You, is giving our young people instructions on how they should fight. Fighting because my ancestors sent me is telling them the why. When I think about my own lineage, I think about my grandmother, who was one of the wisest people I've ever known, but she only had a third grade education. But from that third grade education, she reared 9 of her 10 children, graduated in the top 5 of their classes. That was because her ancestors were in slavery. My grandmother wasn't able to cast her first vote until she was almost 70 years old because she was born in 1899. And so, though she only had a third grade education, she made sure that she fought hard, like her ancestors had sent her, to make sure that her kids had an education. My mother, who is now my ancestor, my mother only had a high school diploma, but she fought hard to make sure that her 3 children would have a college education. My reason for why I fight so hard for young people is because my ancestors sent me to make sure that the young people who are coming behind me have a better future than I did. That's my why. That's why I fight, because. But my like is I fight with the full knowledge that my ancestors didn't have all of the weapons that I have at my disposal. So I fight hard. How do I fight? Hard. That's my how. I fight hard for the things that are important to me personally, to my family, and to my community. But that's not something that's germane only to Black people or other people of color. All of us who have ancestors can fight like they were the people who sent us to this moment. I am because they were. I get to be the amazing T Street, not because I'm great. I serve a great God first. And I had a mother who instilled values and principles and hard work and a strong work ethic in me. So when I'm fighting, I fight with my work. I fight with my strength. I fight with all the things that my mother gave me because she is my ancestor. So when I roll up on you and I'm challenging you to be better, one of the reasons that I vote relentlessly is because my mother shared with me some people get voting as a birthright. You got yours as a blood right. So when I fight and I encourage young people to vote, it's because my ancestor sent me. And no, that's not something that's just germane to white people, to Black people. So for my white friend who asked me that question, I'm so glad you asked me because it gave me the opportunity to explain what it means to fight like and because our ancestors sent us. Today, when you're out in the world, I hope that you are fighting for whatever is important to you, like your ancestors sent you. I'm the amazing T Street. There's nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So go out there and fight like your ancestors sent you. Have a great day.